Hello, welcome back to the scrap table. A bonus video, as Gail would say. I have just bits and bobs to share. Uh, some from my friend, and then some that I just made, during my depression time. This, oh, I'm so glad that Darcy shared her jelly print with us on her shop on Etsy. So if you don't know who she is, I will link her shop and channel down below. She's claimed she's not expert on jelly printing, but I think she's so humble. I just love her print, and so glad that she finally shared on Etsy. So I printed out, and it's a huge kit, everyone. So this is like if you are working with like a grungy or steampunk, this is such a perfect paper. I am thinking of doing a collage with these, like make like a base page and collage, and then make a journal page out of these. And it's just like it's, I don't know, I love something that I can't make. This is not something that I would never able to make, like so. And it prints out so beautiful, really beautiful printing. Like, it looked vivid, but when it print out, it's not at all. It's just like, love it, Darcy. And then those are plain print, and now she adds some pattern to it, and this is like, oh, it will look amazing printing on fabric. I just need to bite the bullet and try printing on fabric. Oh, it's beautiful, gorgeous. This page is just amazing. And look at this. Oh, another thing, like, I think, oh, look at this. This would look really good, like making wallpaper, or even it give a Japanese vibe. If you add some gold foil on these, or gold leaves to that, it's gonna be amazing. And this one, this is cute. Every time I see balloon, why am I thinking of Peter Rabbit? I don't know. It just related somehow in my brain. Anyway, and I was like, when I feel like bad, I feel down, so I just want something to do to keep my hand busy, my head empty. So I have this red box. You've probably seen me using this box when I created a small project on Christmas, and it's completely red, a red box. So I covered up. See, I didn't cover the bottom. So I covered up with my printable. This printable page, is free on my Facebook group. And so I covered up and coated with collage medium. It's matte, but you can also use Mod Podge. This one I use Mod Podge. It's not sticky, so it's good, but I get so much bubble and wrinkle than the collage medium, but it's quite pricey, so stick with Mod Podge. So I love how it turned out, like, and then inside I kind of lined it up with one of my collage piece. So I just thought I'd share what I've been like my busy hand. And then this one, you probably, like for North America, you probably know what a turtle is. Turtles, maybe, I don't know, maybe in Europe they have too, but it's a chocolate covered with, I think it's walnut. The reason it's tough because I paint the box, outside of the box, black because I want it to look vintagey, and then I paint it black and I sand it down a bit, and you know, so I don't know, it doesn't look that vintagey to me. But I think like it still give a good vibe of vintage and stuff like that. So that's what I did. I cover it up, and inside, whoops, my collage paper, I should put it in here too. When it drop, it doesn't make noise, right? When you know, when you use it, if you line with paper, like, you know, the noise. But anyway, so that's what I've been doing. Because the box have embossed letter and picture and image, so it's kind of look like bubble, but it really is the box, the bubble, the embossed box. So it's not really the bubble, but it does have wrinkle. So what I did, when it dried wrinkle, so I went with the heat tool. I went into the spot, and then I use a cloth, like normal cloth, just to help. If you can use your finger, but it's hot, right? So I just use cloth and then go damp, like, you know, smooth it out, and then it seemed like it smoothed out nicely. And in the side, I tried to line up the butterfly, this one, but it didn't line up as nice as this one. This one lined up. And yeah, so I really like. I have another box. I'm gonna cover it. I have another chocolate box. And then my daughter asked me to make her a journal to make a prize, or yeah, a prize for her event that coming up next month. Oh, I just got, I think it was glue. Oh, glad that it come off. Dry glue at the back. Yeah, this one too, but I don't think this one will come off. Oh, it does. Anyway, you know, because they're young people, right? They college student, so I thought I'd make something young and young looking, and you know, not too vintagey. But my daughter said if I can still keep the Jangjono vibe to it, so I kind of did similar to the label folder that I made, and so I just used the same material, same technique and layout, and yeah, so this is gonna be Midori style. And you know, they like use moleskin notebook, right? So these will fit. They can insert the moleskin, but I'm gonna make them a simple journal that notebook that they can insert to here, and this is what I made for my daughter, so she can give it as a prize. I love this fabric so much, and I have a couple. I think I bought half a meter of these, and then look at it's all this stitch. It's like a emboss, but it's all the stitches, and I just think it's so nice. And she will love it. Whoever get the prize will love it. And then I went and do the initial project with Tracy Fox and Corey Durham, and a few other. Wendy and Gail did a few video. A video out, and I think Tracy's gonna do a bunch of them, and I love the idea of a sample book, because I mean, I have a lot of ideas book, like Tracy said. Whoops, sorry. My hair's scrunchy fell off. Like, idea books is where you jot down ideas, and you know, I have that, and a lot of them I glue idea from Pinterest so that I can look up. I do go into Pinterest once in a while, but when I create, I like to have a book to flip and look at. So that's why I take my pen and then glue it on the idea book, and then when I get Happy Mail, I collect that in my swap or another idea book. But I just don't have like a sample book, so I thought I would, because sometimes when you see someone doing something on their channel, and you just want to jump in, right? So you can grab, like, you can do small pieces and put it in here and write down what, information and all that kind of thing. So I went ahead and follow Tracy. I use a cardboard box, like that corrugated, that the book, that I buy a book and then the book came in, and I just simple collage. I collage all over and sew on. When I'm done, I just sew. In my one of video of the mask making, I do this snippet, not snippet, cluster. So I use my scrap to make this cluster, and this is another way I use that cluster. You don't have to always be a tag or tab to your page, but you actually could use as the element to collage, and it gives you instant texture. Like this one, you get some fabric texture, and this one down here you get sewing texture, and this one sewing texture. It's just like instant texture you get on your collage. And yeah, so, and then I use Midori style, and I did not have my regular elastic, so I used this rainbow elastic that I got to make my daughter this one, and they're not strong. So because of these Tencel, right, it's not strong material. So once I can find my elastic after the move, I will replace it with these. So I have five signature all together, and that's how I do that. And then a 5 piece of paper, but I will add more later. I mean, as we go, like, we'll build up. This is just the basic, what I found around left over from my project, so I just grab and put it in here. And then I download, no, I didn't download the file from Tracy Fox, but I did create my own text, but I do take the item, the list from her list as well, and then what I do, because of my name is Tuk, and then my real name, my last name, TPP. I don't have middle name, so I use my nickname, my full name, and then my last name, so TPP. So what I want to do texture, and then I'm gonna use paint, and then I'm gonna make pockets. I'm gonna get some pockets idea and add, like, anything that I can use to add to pocket. Like, I can paint, like, let's see, beads. I didn't add these 2 pockets because maybe not a good idea to add beads to pocket. Button, maybe I use the list different than Tracy used because how I want to create my sample. This is how I want to use as a guide to use to make sample in my book. And the sample that I am going to make is something that I don't do it a lot, or I never done. So that way when I create a journal or something, I can pull out this sample book and use that as a reminder and stuff. So cardboard, I can paint on cardboard. I don't know, I can make a pocket from it. And then charm just to add text to, and cluster, I can make texture cluster and add to pocket. And collage paper, so I can do all 3 to collage paper. I can add more texture, I can add paint, and then I can make it into pocket, right? And dangles, texture, decoupage can be the same. I can paint on decoupage, I can make decoupage into pockets, and so on. So embossed paper, fabric, gem and bling, label, lace, layer, marker, like, you know, pen and marker can be any type, alcohol, watercolor, anything, right? And then packing paper, which this maybe we'll do something with these, and I could paint or I could decorate the pocket. And then paper clip, pen, pencil, punches, rack paper, scrap paper, sewing stamp, tab, tags, tassel, trim. I don't know tassel, like it might be big, but I could add a tassel, or I could do it, store it in something else. And trim, washi, watercolor paper, wax seal. And then on the other side, I just left it blank. So just as I built up this sample book, I may have more ideas to add. That's why I have another page on this. And then I have pocket here, so I'll keep these in here so I can pull out anytime. And then at the, so this is the, I haven't started, and I don't know, like, you know, I will do a video, but I will come and update from time to time what I built and add to this book. Yeah, it's gonna be like a throughout the year, or maybe even longer, you know, just keep going, right? It's just, it's endless of creativity. And the back, I made a couple pockets just in case we have something. Yeah, so that's my sample book. And I might add what do you call the book plate, either in the front or at the back, or maybe not. I might just add the word sample. I might type out or stamp a sample. Once I find, I couldn't find anything. I thought I left the letter stamp out, but I couldn't find it. Everything's everywhere right now, so I just like, I used to think that I know where things are, but not anymore. Maybe one day I will, once downstairs, like a basement, in a better stage of, right now box just everywhere. Once we stack up the box and organize, I think this weekend that's what we're gonna do. Oh, excuse me. I went to bed at 3 this morning. I was watching some series. Oh my goodness, me and my series. It's gonna kill me one day. Anyway, so I might show you a video how messy and crazy our moving process is. Oh, it's crazy. But anyway, I thought I'd come and share what I've been doing, maybe give you some idea and inspiration. And yeah, just when you feel down, just start picking up a piece of paper and gluing down your scrap. It doesn't have to be amazing. It just like could be just basic, so that you have a piece to work on to for the next steps. So that way, you know, we can keep our fire burning. Okay, we'll see you next video. Bye.